Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Kaha.mobi, where every day we keep always having answers and affirmations to stay calm and be strong, on motivation, online marketing tools, and holistic sanity, the mind, body, and spirit of financial freedom. For our mind, we share tips on motivation, since obviously if we want better results, we have to motivate ourselves to do things differently. For our body, we share tips for online marketing tools, since whether for business, career, or special cause, we want to leverage what is profiting by tools and outsourcing. For our spirit, we share tips on holistic sanity, since as we have more results, we want to have less stress, so we can enjoy our success more. Every day, receive a free bonus just for that day during the half-hour event, which you can listen to live on your mobile, in your car, or on the internet, or anytime by podcast immediately after.
With Kava.mobi, we don't try to sell you anything in these events. Our services and tools, both free and paid, as with everything mentioned in this event, can be found at the link in the bottom right of the screen. Also at that link is the exclusive free bonus just for this event, the recordings and PDF of this event, and a live person 24/7 to help you find anything and answer questions even not about our products and services. We also can show you how to share this content free with your contact information.
At TNT-prospecting.com, we set up and or manage online marketing tools for lead generation and emailing, content and social networking, and order fulfillment and outsourcing. Since 2010, we've worked with hundreds of individuals, businesses, and nonprofits for their marketing campaigns to millions of their prospects and customers. We track results, stats, and share tips on what's working and not in our weekly webinar podcasts with a free bonus for every event. At TNT-prospecting.com, our priorities are A, focusing more on one-to-one prospecting than to a general 100 or bulk 1,000 just to get one. B, less is more content of results tips rather than a ton of info no one reads. And C, tutoring, masterminding, joint venturing, and partnering with our clients, plus our exclusive, collaborative promotion, lead exchange, and very important prospect database. Feel free to stop by our site where there's a live person 24/7 to help you find anything or to answer any questions, even if it's not about our services.
This part of the event is about emails and email lists, top 10 tips on what's working and what's not. Tip number 1, very important point, is these tips apply just as much to tweets and status updates on Facebook and LinkedIn to improve engagement and conversion and to avoid being blocked by people's just natural mental spam filter. Tip number 1, your subject line is the most important thing, since if they don't open up the email or click on the tweet or click on the status update, nothing else matters. They are only going to see 45 characters, the first 4 or 5 words, so nothing after that matters. Never sell anything in the subject line, as that gets the least opens. C, including something very topical in the news, trending, or very relevant to them specifically, and the subject line gets the highest opens. Very important point. Subject lines are to get your email opened, not to try to sell something in less than 45 characters. Tip number 2, making the subject line very topical in the news, in other words, trending, or very relevant to them specifically gets the highest opens. A, as an example, go to yahoo.com and in the upper right is trending now. So tie one of those topics into the subject line. One of our top opens every year is during the Super Bowl, tying anything to the Super Bowl. So a great example is, quote unquote, the Super Bowl odds give insights for success, ... B, tie a recent industry fact or economic news into the subject line. Example, gas prices going up increases entrepreneurs ... C, use any information about them, except their name since it's so overused, in the subject line, such as their city or state or even email provider. One example would be, with the variable being their town, Dubuque, Iowa, good or bad for small business ... Or another example with the variable being their email provider, time-saving features for Yahoo Yahoo email users, ... Very important point. Trying to be everything to everyone will make you look like nothing of value to anyone. In other words, nothing to nobody. Tip number 3. The more personal the email looks and sounds with no sales lingo, the higher the deliverability and click-through. So A, 5 simple sentences above the fold with one link mentioned once gets the highest deliverability and click-through. B, letting them identify with you as a person and the benefits you gained gets the most click-throughs to find whatever gave you that, your product or service. C, never break even one spam rule or use even one spam word or even close to sales lingo, which is updated weekly on our site. You can find that page on the link in the right-hand bottom right for the exclusive free bonuses, and you'll see all the spam words and spam rules updated weekly. Very important point. People block spam so they don't get emails with advertising. So why would anyone try to send someone advertising expecting them to open and reply to it? Our most asked question about emails is, what amount of open, click-through, and or conversion rate can I expect? Since 2010, of doing thousands of email campaigns to millions of prospects for hundreds of customers, we regularly see dramatic differences of 0% to 45 or more % for the same list and the same offers. We've even seen many times 2 subject lines or emails to every other one of the same list, where one gets 2%, the other gets 20%. This is why most successful marketers split test. Very important point. In marketing campaigns, we have members of the same team using the same list in random order, where about 20% gets less than 1% conversion, the average get 4 to 6% conversion, which is about 60% of them, and then the top 20% get 8%, 10%, even up to 15% conversion. So this is the same group selling the same product with the same list, all in random order, and they're literally getting as less as 1%. The average is 4 to 6, and then there's a group that are getting 8 to 10 or more %. And the next most asked question is, what is the formula for a great email? While there are some critical parts not to do, such as not to violate even one spam rule or use even one spam word, even spammy kind of words, writing successful emails is both part art and science. The science part is just don't break even one spam rule, which you can find at fromjeff.info/spam rules. And the art part is only improves with practice and intuition, doing it again and again over time. Very important point. Even the very top $1,000 an hour experts in copywriting say they keep improving by trial and error again and again, and are at best 90% successful, where even 1 in 10 campaigns for them fail miserably.
Now for our 1-minute break for an